What a night it was in Pittsburgh, where the Los Angeles Dodgers came into PNC Park looking to keep their momentum rolling in the National League West race, but instead, the Pirates flipped the script. In front of a loud home crowd, Pittsburgh shut out the Dodgers 3-0, powered by early home runs, airtight pitching, and flawless defense that kept Los Angeles frustrated all night long. The action started early, and it started with a bang. In the bottom of the first inning, Bryan Reynolds stepped into the box against Dodger starter Emmet Sheehan, who was making a surprise start after Shohei Ohtani was scratched due to illness. On a 2-1 fastball, Reynolds turned on it and sent it deep into right center field. A no-doubt blast that gave the Pirates an early 1-0 lead and immediately ignited the crowd. PNC Park was rocking, and that early energy set the tone for the night. In the very next inning, the Pirates struck again. This time it was Andrew McCutchen, the longtime Pittsburgh favorite, reminding everyone he's still got plenty of power in his bat. McCutchen crushed a solo home run to left field in the bottom of the second, extending the Pirates' lead to 2-0. 2 innings into the game, and the Dodgers were already in catch-up mode. Meanwhile, Emmet Sheehan, filling in for Ohtani, had a tough assignment against a patient Pirates lineup that forced him to work deep into counts. While he gave up those 2 solo shots early, Sheehan actually settled in nicely afterward, retiring 7 of the next 9 batters and keeping the Dodgers within striking distance. But here's the problem. Los Angeles simply could not get the big hit when they needed it. In the top of the third, the Dodgers had their first real scoring opportunity. With 2 men on and 2 outs, Mookie Betts stepped to the plate, representing a chance to flip the momentum. But Pirates starter Braxton Ashcraft executed perfectly, freezing Betts on a breaking ball to end the threat and keep the shutout intact. From there, the game turned into a classic pitcher's duel through the middle innings. Michael Burrows came in for Pittsburgh in the 4th and immediately showed why manager Derek Shelton trusts him in these spots. Burrows mixed speeds beautifully, keeping the Dodgers off balance, inducing weak contact and recording 5 strikeouts in just 3 innings of work. The Dodgers had opportunities, including a bases-loaded chance in the 5th, but each time Pittsburgh's pitching slammed the door. The biggest missed opportunity came in the top of the 6th. The Dodgers had 2 on with 1 out and Shohei Ohtani at the plate looking to make something happen despite not pitching tonight. But Burrows painted the outside corner, getting Ohtani to ground sharply into a perfectly turned double play. Just like that, the inning was over and the Dodgers walked off the field shaking their heads, knowing they'd wasted another golden scoring chance. In the bottom of the 6th, the Pirates delivered what felt like the knockout punch. Joey Bart, who was red hot all night, lined a double into the left center gap, driving in Pittsburgh's 3rd run of the game. That RBI made it 3-0, and it was more than enough support for a Pirates pitching staff that was absolutely locked in. Defensively, Pittsburgh was just as sharp. The Pirates turned multiple double plays, including one in the 7th, that robbed the Dodgers of yet another rally. In the 8th, Bryan Reynolds made a sliding catch in the gap to take away extra bases from Andy Pages, drawing a roar from the home crowd and snuffing out any chance of late momentum for Los Angeles. The Dodgers tried to mount one last push in the 9th inning, but by then Pittsburgh had the perfect weapon ready: Dennis Santana. Tasked with shutting the door, Santana came in and delivered a masterclass in closing. He needed just 10 pitches to retire the side in order, recording his 13th save of the season and sealing the 3-0 shutout victory for the Pirates. For the Dodgers, it was a frustrating night all around. They recorded just 5 hits, 2 of them coming from Shohei Ohtani, but they couldn't cash in when it mattered most. Los Angeles stranded multiple runners in scoring position and went hitless in key moments, a tough pill to swallow for a team battling for NL West supremacy. For the Pirates, this win was about more than just 3 runs. It was a statement. Their offense got it done early with the long ball from Reynolds and McCutchen. Joey Bart added timely hitting in the middle innings, and the pitching staff combined for a 5-hit shutout that stifled one of the league's most dangerous lineups. With this win, Pittsburgh continues to claw back into the wild card race, while the Dodgers now face questions about their ability to consistently capitalize with runners on base. If anything, this game reminded everyone that in September baseball, every at-bat counts and every mistake can swing a game. PNC Park was elect. It was a tense, drama-filled matchup at Guaranteed Rate Field last night as the New York Yankees fell to the Chicago White Sox by a final score of 3-2. This game had everything: early fireworks, highlight reel defense, clutch late-inning power, and post-season-like intensity that kept fans on edge until the very last pitch. The Yankees came in riding a hot streak, looking to extend their momentum and stay within striking distance of Toronto in the AL East. And they wasted no time setting the tone. In the top of the first inning, Aaron Judge stepped into the box and did what he's done all season, launching his 43rd home run of the year. A towering 429-foot shot to center field. It gave the Yankees an early 1-0 lead and tied him with the legendary Yogi Berra for 5th place on the Yankees' all-time home run list. Yankee fans erupted, feeling like it was going to be another dominant night. But the White Sox weren't going away quietly. In the bottom of the second, Will Robertson roped a double into the gap, scoring Curtis Mead and tying the game at 1-1. It was clear right then that Chicago was going to push back and make this game a battle. The Yankees answered in the 3rd inning, showing off more situational hitting. Judge doubled with 2 outs, and Cody Bellinger delivered a clutch RBI double to bring him home, putting New York back on top 2-1. At that point, the Yankees seemed in control, but momentum would keep swinging back and forth. In the 6th inning, Chicago's Colson Montgomery stepped up and crushed a 412-foot solo home run, his 15th homer in just 46 games as a rookie. That blast tied the game once again at 2-2, and you could feel the energy shift inside the ballpark. The defining moment came in the bottom of the 8th inning. With 2 outs and the game still tied, Lenyn Sosa stepped into the box, facing a 1-2 sinker from Yankees reliever Tim Hill. On the very next pitch, Sosa connected and launched a center field shot, his 18th home run of the season, giving Chicago a 3-2 lead they would never relinquish. The home crowd erupted as the Yankees suddenly found themselves on the wrong side of momentum. In the top of the 9th, New York had one last chance to rally. After a leadoff walk, the tying run came to the plate 3 straight times, but Mike Vasil came in for Chicago and delivered under immense pressure. He struck out Paul Goldschmidt, froze Aaron Judge on a perfectly spotted fastball, and finished the inning by catching Bellinger looking at strike 3. Vasil's celebration on the mound, pounding his chest as the crowd roared, said it all. The White Sox had slammed the door. This game wasn't just about the bats, though. There were defensive gems everywhere, starting with one of the night's most crucial plays in the 3rd inning. Mike Tauchman robbed Giancarlo Stanton of a 2-run homer with a spectacular leaping catch at the right field wall. That play kept Chicago within striking distance and ultimately proved to be a game saver. The Yankees had their own defensive highlights. Anthony Volpe turned a slick diving stop in the 7th, converting it into a difficult double play that shut down a White Sox rally. And in the 10th inning, Jazz Chisholm Jr. flashed elite range, snagging a sharp grounder up the middle that would have driven in the go-ahead run. Pitching defined much of the night as well. For the Yankees, Luis Gil battled through 6 solid innings, allowing just 2 runs on 5 hits while striking out 6. But it was the bullpen that ultimately made the difference. After Gill exited, Tim Hill surrendered the go-ahead homer to Sosa, and that was enough to swing the outcome. For Chicago, Martin Perez delivered exactly what they needed. 6 strong innings, giving up just 2 runs while striking out 7. From there, the White Sox bullpen took over as Cam Boozer grabbed the win with the clutch out in the 8th, and Mike Vassell shut the door in dramatic fashion in the 9th for the save. For the Yankees, Aaron Judge was once again the heartbeat of the offense, going 2 for 3 with a home run double and 2 runs scored. Cody Bellinger added an RBI double while Austin Wells managed the pitching staff superbly behind